Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 12, which is the first module where we will start talking about the last genre that you'll work on in this class, which is drama or playwriting. So you actually will have only 3 modules for this genre. However, you are only writing one play. Plays do take a little bit longer to write, and so that is why we've got 3 modules, but only one assignment that you'll be working on. So in this module, it's mainly about learning about playwriting and then planning the play that you are going to write and turn in. You won't turn this in until module 14. So 12, 13, and 14 are all about playwriting. The chapter here about writing the play is just kind of, again, just like the other chapters you've read, giving you kind of the elements that you'll be looking at. You'll notice a lot of similarities with short story writing. You have characters, you have a plot, you have to have some kind of inciting incident, you need some sort of conflict. So a lot of that is going to be very similar. However, the way that you write a play is drastically different. So it's very formatted like you would a poem. So you're just kind of keep that in mind when you actually type it out. It's going to look much longer. You'll have a lot more pages to your play just because you do have to type all of that out. So you do have a quiz to take for this chapter, just like we've done before. And then this is the one play assignment that you're going to be working on. So it is your 10-minute play assignment. You can write a 1-act play over any subject. It should only be 1 act, which means that we just kind of have one situation that you're dealing with, and it should be something that can be contained on a stage and something that could be performed on a stage. So the most common issues that I see with students' plays is they create something where you would need some kind of visual effects for it to work. And so you can't have like a car come on stage or something. You would have to figure out a way to maybe just have the, if the characters are supposed to be in a car, then they may just be sitting on a bench and one of them has a steering wheel or something, because it needs to be something that can actually be performed. And you don't want too many characters and that kind of thing. So you'll need to have, it's all dialogue. So that's the other challenge, is that you don't write as much of the situation. You're not writing the narrative, you're just writing the dialogue. So the dialogue has to carry the story. There's not a lot other than a few stage directions and some explanation of the set, what it's going to look like. You don't have any control over how it's going to be performed. And so just kind of think about how are you going to carry the story through what the characters are saying to each other. And so I've got quite a few notes here of what you're going to include and the content that you'll need. There's an example in the book. There's actually more than one example in the book of how to format, because the format's different. There's a lot in this module to help you, and there will be a lot in the next 2 modules as well. So this is just the kind of play formula that I want you to be working with. So similar to a short story where you just kind of have a little bit of exposition at the beginning, some context between our characters, and then some kind of conflict. It needs to be fairly simple since we only have 1 act, and then an inciting incident where something happens, and then rising action up to the climax, which is when things kind of unravel or come together, depending on whether it's more of a drama or more of a comedy, and then the resolution where everything kind of pulls together. This is a really good example of a 1-act play. It is a very clean storyline. It has just a few characters, and it's got an inciting incident, and it's kind of an interesting setup. And so it's a good example to watch. And then this is the plan that you're going to submit. So rather than doing more than 1 play assignment, you're just doing the 1 play, but you will have to submit a plan first. So this is just kind of your ideas for how you're going to put together your play, and this needs to be submitted first. I don't necessarily need to approve your play plan, but it's really helpful for me to be able to provide some feedback on it early on, so that when you sit down to write the play itself, you're not going based off of something that can't be performed. So that's your plan, and then you'll do your self-assessment quiz just like we've done before. And then I think the last thing linked here is the creative writing journal. So don't forget that you need to be doing those entries. We are coming up on the end of the semester, so don't leave all of those entries till the end, because you'll be doing a lot of writing that you should have been doing throughout the semester. So that's module 12. We're just getting kind of started on that play, and if you have any questions, if you're not sure whether or not what you're thinking about will work, you definitely can email me before submitting the plan, but that plan is really kind of my way of helping you out with that. So if you have any questions, send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.